So in this short video, I'll just be doing my Wanderer review. It turns out his banner is ending basically tomorrow or in a day and a bit for me. So I decided to just do it now. I actually had him since the beginning, but I just didn't do the review yet. So here we are. Yeah, hopefully you guys all got him. If you were pulling for him, or if not, then hopefully you're gonna save for someone else that you're gonna want. But anyway, I just want to quickly throw this out there that he's a pretty fun unit to have. He's definitely not must pull, and I stand by that. He's definitely optional, but nice to have. And yeah, I don't regret getting him, especially because I did win the 50-50 and I used up my saved rubies, my primo gem, sorry. Rubies is another game that I've been playing. So yeah, let's just get to it. All right, so this is my stats for him. It's not the greatest, I'll just be honest with you. But you know, it is a free to play kind of build. You'll notice there's resistance here because of my team composition for this demo review. And then I'm giving him the Witsith. I should buy this. I'm happy with this decision. It actually looks really good on him too. The color scheme, like the gold and the blue shades, looks really good on him. We talked about it in my other weapon options video that there's other options for him. Like you could definitely give the Lost Prayers, of course, his own signature weapon, right? You could go with any of the other crit focused ones. You could, if you have to, you can give him the Black Cliff, and that's okay too. So yeah, we won't go into that right now. Artifacts wise, I did give him the 4-piece Viridescent. I had a few pieces lying around, and I just went and got a few more for him, and I just made it work. Definitely, I didn't farm for his new pieces, so I didn't bother. I've seen some other types of builds out there. You can do like a mixed 2-piece Viridescent and 2-piece like, you know, Gladiator, obviously, Shimenawa. I've seen a 4-piece Shimenawa as well, which works really well because with the Shimenawa, I'll just quickly find a piece and just put that on the screen. With the 4-piece Shimenawa, you just need to let me just quickly get one here so that's on the screen. Then you just have to proc your elemental skill, which you will for him, right, in order to get into his floating state, right, and then do your normal charged, etc. attack. So this works well too, right? So yeah, those are the options. Mine is at C0, and he's totally fine at C0. He's not going to be the greatest, but yeah, I'll just quickly go over this. So C1 basically will allow him to, let's see, attack speed increase, you know, and then I guess, you know, yeah, you'll just get additional damage. C2, you'll see the damage is also increased. Not bad, right? A lot of people are saying C2 was his you know, good one basically. So there you go. C3 is +3 levels. C4, again, it's just going to be having the extra buffs basically based on whatever reactionary element you added it into it. And I believe, right, from what I'm reading, I'm really just skimming this because I didn't really look at it before this, because realistically, I don't have these constellations and I wouldn't go that far for him anyway. C5, again, +3 levels. C6, of course, C6 is gonna, you know, allow him to have extra damage just simply because he'll have more instances at a certain position. Etc. Like I'm not gonna go into it, but you know, like realistically, you don't need him at any of those levels unless you really, really wanted to wail for him or you really like this character. I think he's fine at C0, like most of the characters now anyway, and that's nice of them to do that. But then at the same time, again, like I said, for me, this character was kind of optional and nice to have. He's fun to use though for the floating element. You'll see that my talents are only 666 because I did not even progress further in the Archon quest and story to further level. But anyway, his elemental skill is the most useful in my opinion because you'll float up and then you'll start just throwing out a lot of normal and charge attacks, and that's basically the majority of his damage. So this is your priority for doing it, and then the burst is fine and all, but then like it's really just like a burst, right? And at least the energy cost is 60. It's only 60. And then this just allows him to get a little bit of a bonus depending on what element he infuses when he does his attacks in his elemental skill state, floating state. And then this one will just basically allow him to just have extra attacks, basically. It just sounds, when he's doing his, let me just, because I didn't read all of this yet. But anyway, it'll just allow him to just fire off extra arrows when he's in the attack state for his ANEMO, for his burst basically. So you know it's nice. And then this last one is just yeah, it is nice too because finally now we have a character that can allow us to get a decreased Mora spend, like similar to Raiden Shogun for like spears, claymores, and swords. So now we have the other two weapon types covered, so bows and catalysts. So you can save some Mora here with this character. So that's useful too and very universal. So for this demo, we're just going to just quickly fight this boss. Now, of course, he is an on-field DPS, so he will be able to do a lot of things for you, right? But I'm just gonna break the shield here, and then we'll just focus on this. So normal attacks is not horrible, right? But like and then charge attacks, like he's pretty strong, right? And then in this example, I didn't get to unfortunately do his burst. So let me just go and see if I can do the burst for another enemy. We'll just quickly go and kill the other one over here. Yeah, and as you guys know my style, these are unscripted, unedited reviews. I just do them kind of on the fly. So yeah, and then we'll just go and fight this other one for him and see if we can bring up his burst. And yeah, let's just see if we can just build up his burst. Look, his energy, because he's ANEMO, I guess, maybe that's part of the ANEMO thing. So you can just build up his burst just by hitting the normal attacks, as you can see. In some cases. Okay, so I'm just really using the other characters to like be here. I didn't bring a fire character, as you can see, so I didn't break the shield yet. But yeah, like he's really fun though, because you can float around and stuff. The one thing that I don't like about him, and that other streamers also talked about, is that he can get knocked out of the air, and it's just and some attacks do still hit him even while he's in the air, because you would think that he would be immune to those. But yeah, that's the only downside. But I'll be honest, like other than his floating gimmick and all that, and he's fun to use, right? And he's really cool. I really like his redesign, so that alone is worth it for me. And of course, the Mora save for his passive thing. But then like I would just say like he's a fan favorite, and so I'm very happy and grateful that I did get him. But I would say also that he's not a must-have character though, so don't worry if you don't have him. But yeah, hopefully you guys did get him if you are going for him, and like let's just talk about the other characters afterwards. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna end it here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much, and we'll see you there.